Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Tonight's topic is going to be the first signs of the new supply. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So who or what is the new supply? First of all, what the new supply is the person who probably was taking your place. In other words, the person that the narcissist was placing most, if not all of their attention into. You see, the new supply is someone who is going to be groomed and tricked and trapped, and they will fall into the narcissistic abusive cycle. Now, who the new supply is, we don't know. Many times you never figure it out. You don't know who the person is, but there are times when people do know who the new supply is. Maybe it was a colleague or a coworker or a neighbor or a friend, wink, wink, who knows? But when the new supply starts popping up in the mind of the narcissist, you will see signs now, in retrospect, that you could not see before when you were in the relationship with the narcissist. And here are many examples. First of all, when you were in the relationship with the narcissist, you did not know what narcissism was. You weren't taught this in school. So you were giving to a fault. You were doing everything you could to put out the fires that the narcissist was starting to blow up that relationship. Now, you may say, well, why would somebody try to blow up a relationship if they entered one? Well, that's what the narcissist does. They sink their dirty fangs into unsuspecting people, maybe even an empath or a person who hasn't healed a recycled source of supply, a human being, if you will. And what they want to do is they want to get as close to those people as possible. And when they get close to them, they want to have them enter what is called the narcissistic fog, or the devaluation stage. And what they want to do there is to continue or begin to extract as much of this person's resources as they possibly can, which includes their time, their money, their empathy, their energy, their love, their relationships, their hopes, dreams, aspirations, everything under the sun. And when the new supply is being groomed, when you were in the relationship, you didn't know what to look for because, again, you were working for the narcissist. You were distracted. You didn't even know that there was such a term as new supply. Then again, you didn't even know what narcissism was back then. You probably just thought it was somebody looking at themselves in the mirror and thinking that they're the most adorable person on the planet. Well, that could be one aspect of narcissism, but that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface on these toxic people. When the signs of the new supply appear, and looking back in retrospect, you will notice certain things that the narcissist was doing or did do, or was about to do. And here is the crux of much of this video. First of all, think about what the narcissist was doing. Usually when the new supply is appearing, again, you didn't know that the narcissist was a narcissist, but the narcissist will assimilate themselves with the new supply. They will take on their likeness. They will begin to do the hobbies that the new supply did. Maybe it was bike riding or sewing or reading books or going to the book club, etc. Who knows? But the narcissist will change their behaviors. That's one aspect of it. Another aspect is, let's take the gym, for example. Let's say the narcissist was not in the best shape when you were in the relationship with them. Well, all of a sudden, the narcissist starts going to the gym and working out and exercising. Well, why could that be? Maybe they hit a midlife crisis. Maybe they just want to get in shape for themselves. Do they want to get in shape for you? Absolutely not. They want to get in shape because maybe the new supply is in great shape. Maybe the new supply is the person that the narcissist is going to meet at the gym. Maybe the new supply is a person that is training the narcissist at the gym. But there's a reason the narcissist is now training or hitting the gym. It's because they want to improve their appearance for a new supply who could be at the gym or for another new supply that they have their eyes on. This is what the narcissist does. This is how easily they can shapeshift. This is why they take and steal your hobbies, your hopes, dreams, aspirations, etc. And what they did with you is exactly what they will be doing with the new supply. Once the new supply gets the dirty fangs sunken into them, then they will be entering the devaluation stage. And that's what the narcissist wants. Remember, the narcissist goes from person to person, relationship to relationship, city to city, town to town, country to country, blowing up anything in their path. That is why the narcissist doesn't care about anybody but themselves. That is why the narcissist needs people. Remember, you don't need the narcissist. You've never needed the narcissist. The narcissist needed you, and they needed what you offered. So what does the narcissist look for in the new supply? They look for the opportunities that the narcissist needs, but they look for the opportunities that the new supply will present to the narcissist. Example, maybe the new supply is part of a country club. Well, the narcissist hasn't been to a country club in their life, but now they're going to begin to learn fancy words or buy fancier clothes or see or wear the latest fashion because they want to groom the new supply, who doesn't even know this, that they are a country club goer. Example, that's one. Another example could be, I mentioned with the exercise and workouts. Another example could be when you were in the relationship with the narcissist, many times they would be on their smartphone or smartphones, plural. Some of these people even have 1, 2, 3 smartphones, not even counting a tablet, a laptop, a desktop, and any other social media outlets or devices that they could have. But when the narcissist, when you were in the relationship with them, think about how often they were on their smartphone. They were on it morning, noon, and night. They were on it from the minute they woke up till the minute you went to bed. Remember, you probably went to bed before the narcissist because they were probably telling you, oh, just go to bed. It's no big thing. I'll catch up with you later. Well, why do you think they would do that? Well, I'll tell you why they would do that. Because they want you to think that everything's going great in the relationship when it's not. They want you to get some sleep to recharge your battery because they just probably abused you. And they want to groom and or look for your replacement, which would be the new supply. This is what the narcissist does. This is why they're always on their smartphones. This is why they can't sit still. This is why any relationship with a narcissist involved, it's not stable. There's no two-way, healthy, stable relationship or respect in the relationship. That's why once you identify that you were in a toxic narcissistic relationship, you need to run for the hills. You need to go no contact, block this person or these people. Remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. If not now, when? And if you can't do that, I understand. Utilize Gray Rock. Simply get off the radar of the narcissist, become dull and boring. Don't share, don't overshare information. Don't let them know that you're creating, developing, and looking forward to executing an exit plan. Let them know nothing about you. But understand that the narcissist can't change, and they didn't have your best interest at heart. They don't have your best interest at heart now, and they don't have the new supply's best interest at heart. The narcissist is a parasite, and they're looking for a host. And that host was you for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship. But when the relationship has expired in the mind of the narcissist, that is when they will begin spending less and less time with you, triangulating you more and more, being unavailable more and more, devaluing you more and more, using the smear campaign even more and more and more that you didn't even know what was going on, and blame shifting you, gaslighting you, giving you the silent treatment, stonewalling you, making you feel less than, making you feel unimportant, making you feel that you're nobody. This is what the narcissist does. You see, remember, it's like a frog in a pond on a lily pad. The narcissist is the frog, and no, the frog is not anything good. In real life they are, but the narcissist isn't. But they want to jump from one lily pad to the next lily pad, always improving their circumstances or their perceived appearance. This is what the narcissist does. So when they were in the relationship with you, they had you fall in love with them, or they had you love them, one of the two, or give them your time and energy and everything, of course. And when they did that, you were already in it too deep, and they knew that they could extract more and more from you. Once your tank was empty or close to being empty, that's usually when the narcissist will throw away people or discard them, crumble them up like a sheet of paper, throw them away on the freeway, and hope that they don't exist. And they will turn the page on that person and that period of their life as if it did not ever exist. That is why the narcissist won't give you closure. That is why the narcissist will never answer questions that you may have had about the relationship or who they are or what they were or what they did or why they did it. Because they know everything about who they are, what they did and why they did it, but they never wanted you to figure it out. So that's why they won't give you closure. But when your tank was running low, this is when the narcissist was checking on you, testing you, and testing the temperature of the relationship. And then they said, okay, I need to step up the new supply now. I need to really let that person know that I'm ready to enter a relationship with them. Maybe it is a coworker. Maybe it's my cameraman who was recording videos for me, who was from the same country as me, who turned out to be the new supply. Who knows? Maybe the new supply was an alleged friend that you, acquaintance that you thought was a best friend from 20 years. Maybe the new supply was a person that you were in a hobby group with. Maybe the new supply was somebody that you didn't even know. But whoever the new supply is, I can assure you, they're one of three people. One, they're a toxic person themselves. Two, they are a recycled source of supply, which means they're someone that hasn't broken the trauma bond. Or three, they're a brand new clean slate, somebody that the narcissist that can start with fresh. They can do whatever they want to because that person probably is an empath or naive or is looking at the world through rose-tinted glasses, etc. But when the signs of the new supply appear, it's when you will notice changes in the narcissist. Changes that you can now see and identify now, but when you were in the relationship, you couldn't. because you were always walking on eggshells. You could never catch your breath. You were always doing whatever the narcissist wanted you to do, when they wanted you to do it, how they wanted you to do it, and with whom they wanted you to do it. Remember, when you're in the narcissistic relationship, you don't have a voice. You are silenced when you're in that relationship. Your job is to improve the circumstances or the life of the narcissist, to get no thank you, no praise, no gratitude, no I appreciate that, and to get abused while you're doing it until your resources run out. Again, usually for the narcissist, when the money runs out, so does the narcissist. Play that part of the video, play it again. When the money runs out, usually so does the narcissist, because that's what they care about more than anything. The narcissist doesn't care about their kids. They don't care about their parents. They don't care about their romantic relationships or their friends or colleagues or neighbors or anybody. All they care about is what these people do for them. So when the signs of the new supply began to appear, if you look back in retrospect, you could probably put together some of these pieces of the puzzle. Was the narcissist working out more? Were they around you less and less? Were they on their smartphone more and more? Were they devaluing you more and more? Were they not listening to you more and more? Were they telling you how wrong you were doing things, or how no one would ever love you again, or you'll never get over me, or you'll be missing what I provided for you, and saying things like that? Yeah, they'd be doing all those things. The narcissist doesn't care about doing anything other than keeping people trapped and stuck in the narcissistic fog, and also by getting whatever they can from people. And the narcissist wants to take and take and take. And when they're done, what do they want to do? That's right, they want to take more, because they are entitled, arrogant, cocky, hollow, shallow people with no substance and no core to them. And they can't introspect. They can't improve their behavior. They can't be accountable. They will only deteriorate over time, which means they will not improve their they will not improve their behaviors, is what I meant to say. Many times they do improve their circumstances until they blow that relationship up. But many times the narcissist always will have to find a replacement for the supply. So remember, like I said, the three different people that the new supply could be: a toxic person, recycled person, or a brand new slate. That's what you were. You were probably number one, someone who didn't know about narcissism. I can assure you one thing that you were vulnerable. You probably just came out of a relationship, or you just moved, or you just started a job, or you just entered the neighborhood, or you just lost a loved one, or lost a spouse. When you were vulnerable, you weren't really in a solid emotional state, and the narcissist knew this. That's why they swooped in. That's why the narcissist loves to attend funerals of people. Yes, they do. And that's why the narcissist preys upon people who are vulnerable. That's why the narcissist preys upon people oversharing and giving them as much information and access to them as possible. That's why you do have to go no contact with these people once you've identified who they are. But when the signs of the new supply appear, they appeared and you just couldn't see the signs. You probably were skeptical or cautious, or you maybe even have called the narcissist out and said things like, "Hey, what's going on here? Who is this person? They're half my age, and I see you're going running with them all the time now, or you're going skiing with them, or you're going to the beach. Like, I don't quite get this. Well, who is that? Oh, that's just an old friend of mine, an old high school friend, or that's so-and-so. You remember them, don't you?" And you would be like, "No, I don't know who they are." And you're a little too close to them. And why are you giggling on the phone when you're texting them and you're sitting right next to me, and you look over at me like I just did something horrible? Well, why they did that is because you didn't know it back then, but you were being manipulated. You were being triangulated. The new supply was being groomed to thinking that you were the worst thing on the planet because the smear campaign was underway. You were holding your breath because you were living and walking around on eggshells under the same roof as the narcissist while you were paying all the bills, and they were sitting right next to you on the couch with one of their 3 smartphones looking for your replacement, i.e. a new supply that you may have actually worked with or known. Wink, wink. Understand the message. Everybody that is one step away from the narcissist is susceptible to falling into the trap that the narcissist lays. Anybody can be abused by the narcissist. That's why you really need to separate yourself from these people and get away from them as far as you possibly can. And that's why the narcissist was showing you the signs of their behavior when they were grooming the new supply right in front of you. You couldn't identify it, you couldn't prove it, but now that you know what narcissism is, and you know now how your relationship ended, and you know what you went through, meaning you know the definitions and the glossary and the terms on the narcissistic abusive cycle. Example, what is gaslighting? What is triangulation, stonewalling, etc.? You now know these things because you lived them, and your real life experience with the definitions coupled equals wisdom. You now have a superpower. And it's a superpower on steroids once you wrap your head around the fact that the narcissist doesn't love you. They never have, they never will, they never can. They don't love the new supply. They only care about themselves. Notice I didn't say they don't love themselves, because they don't. There's no love within these empty shells. All they want to do is continue to play that loop, that running script around in their tiny little pea brain that tells them, I am the best, I am the most important, everybody cares about me, I am needed, I am precious, I am valuable, I am the best, I am the most intelligent, I'm the most beautiful, I am needed, I am valuable, I am respect. That's the little loop of misery that the narcissist plays in their tiny little pea brain, because the truth is too hard to handle for them, which is why they can't introspect, which is why they just crumble up people in relationships and throw them away so easily. Because the narcissist had the best thing in you, and they know it, and you know it. The narcissist went on to a new source of supply, and there were signs littered all throughout your relationship. But the point is, the new supply may not have turned out to be who the narcissist was thinking they were being. The narcissist always thinks the grass is greener, and many times it is not greener at all. It is a toxic wasteland filled with another narcissist. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. It's evening time here. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great evening no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I really loved it. The weather's turning here. It's so beautiful. I can hear the crickets. I hope you can too. The pine trees behind us. And it is just absolutely amazing here. I'm going to share this before I close. Remember, you're an amazing human being. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You're a beautiful, bright, shining light. You are stronger than you know. You are extremely powerful. And the narcissist targeted you. They selected you. They chose you. They entered a relationship with you, and they tried their best to do as much damage to you as they possibly could. And then one day, what happened? The relationship ended, and you finally got that light bulb moment. You got that needle in a haystack, and you figured out what narcissism was. When you did that, eventually over time, when you processed who they were, what they did, and why they don't care, and how they know what they're doing, that's when you finally went no contact and blocked them, or at least that's my hope, or you're about to. When you do that, or you've done it, now you realize that everything returns back to you. Your energy, your time, your health, your money, your relationships, not ones that were broken, but perhaps. And you will rebuild. Many of us have had to relocate halfway around the world. Many of us have had to start all over. And if that's you, that's part of your life, that's part of the path. It's not a fun thing to do, but you must do it, because you must get away from the narcissist as far as you possibly can. And you must realize that there were signs of the new supply being groomed, littered throughout your relationship. You just couldn't identify them because you weren't taught narcissism in school. Now you know, and now we understand, and now we stay as far away from these people as possible. We insulate and protect ourselves. We do have boundaries, and we can say no, the strongest word in the English language. And remember, when you say no to something or someone, you are saying yes to yourself. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy. I love you guys. Bye.